right. Welcome, everybody. It is the weekend, Friday night. Hopefully, some folks file in and join me for a nice, cozy stream of Hytale. I'm just getting some things set up here a little bit, and we should be ready to start very, very soon. I want to make it so I am a little bit more efficient with my ability to see the chats. So I have to move some windows around just a little bit. I think it should be fine once I get this set here and this over here. And then I need to get this over here. I think that's everything. Oh my gosh, so much to keep track of. But it is a good day for some Hytale. Okay, we have a lot to do. I have full adamantite, which is awesome, but I have a need for one little thing, and that is this healing totem. I really need that. What do I need for this guy over here? Some essences of ice. Okay, that might be good to have as well, but I'm not really in a big rush for it. And really, all I need is one more blood cap mushroom, and I will be good to go on getting my totem. So I think I'm just going to spend a little bit of time here in the beginning of the stream going out and finding one of those. And really, we're looking for kind of these autumn-y areas. I don't know. Like maybe up here would be a good, but I've been up here quite a bit, so I might have gotten them already. So I think I'm going to go over here. We'll make it pink. No, orange for autumn. And this will just be blood mushrooms? Question mark. And we will just head on over there. Why not? Grab a horse. Be nice and cozy. Okay, I do have got my sleepy horse. I have my non-sleepy horses. Let's see how we fare on this adventure. Okay. Just gonna check something here quick. And we'll go there with this thing. Perfect. Get that map. And away we go. All right, so the plan for today is get that totem, which very close to doing that. So I'm not too worried about that part. After that, I wanted to try out a little bit of building. Need bears still. Heavy hides are a must. Can almost take them out completely with just a little bit of health left with 2 hits. So I need to understand. I think the meat pies actually give bonus to damage. I'll have to double check into that, but we'll see kind of how that works out. Here's where I'm going to get a whole bunch of marble, I think. There's just a ton around here. And I think I will need some marble for the base that I'm going to be kind of making out of my temple. So maybe I'll gather a few stacks of marble here after I get my blood mushroom. And we'll go from there. For now, just kind of chilling through the evening here. I wish they had distances on like the markers. Like if you could Like, not only distances. Okay, so I wish they had it so you could see the marker when you get closer and then have a distance on it, like how many meters or whatever, right? And then be able to see it kind of through the blocks and stuff. You know what I mean? Wonder if that would be even feasible. I mean, I've seen it in other games, right? It's just a marker that you can see through the blocks and everything. Where am I? I need to go north a little bit more. Okay, we'll just head this way. See what we can find. Don't need the corn. Okay. A little bit more north. There is the woods that we need. Fantastic. Okay. At the very least, I can hit him and then twice with the special attack and then just use my regular dagger attack to take the rest out, so it's not too bad. Okay, so we're looking for the red glowing mushrooms right now. And I think it should be relatively easy if I haven't been here before. As long as they are growing in this set of the woods. I'm just looking around. These are the regular glow. Ooh, here's a few of them. Fantastic. Okay, yes, I know. I'll keep a carrot on me so you stay with me instead of going somewhere else. I do want to get these blood leaves while we're at it, right? I think there's only a couple of them around here. It should be alright. There's one up there. Did I lose him? Where are you? You fall in a hole? You know, almost. There's a little bit of a hole here. Oh, that's wild. Okay. Oh, so that makes sense. So one thing that I also wish that they implemented, hey Gamma, welcome to the stream, is the ability to gather things from horseback instead of just jumping off your horse every single time. That would be really nice. I think that's all I really needed from the woods here. So I'm going to start heading back to my camp, and we're gonna get that totem of healing finally, and then we are going to actually start building up the base and making it look nice. I really want to have a like a custom looking well in the base. That would be nice. I want to have the bridges out to the towers completed and rebuilt, so I'll be doing that. And we'll see how far we get tonight. I think it should be a good amount of creativity. Hi, Caroline, welcome. Oh, the horses. Yeah, I love the horses in this game. I'm sure they're going to improve them even more as they go. Right now, there's two varieties that I've seen. One with the darker manes and one with a slightly lighter mane. Hi, Cynthia. Welcome back. It's nice to see you again. I would love to have a few more varieties of horses. I really wanted like the horses that have the spots on them, like a full black horse, full white horse, various other colors and whatnot. But it is early access for now, so it really is just effectively a placeholder. Almost everything's a placeholder right now of what's going to be in the actual final game. Yeah, I love spotted horses so much. They have a lot of character, and they're all unique whenever I see them. course, I am treating my horse like a boat at times because it is fast and I don't have to worry about it. He does like to swim. There we go. Yeah, I do like how the mounts in this game, you are able to swim with them without any issues. I actually never really used mounts in Minecraft because I always found them very inconvenient. I'm not sure why either. I know you go faster, but I never really had a need for going fast in Minecraft. What? Oh, this is this structure that leads to a necropolis. I don't need to go down there. What I do need, however, I don't know if this is marble. Where's all my marble? All my marbles are over there. Maybe if I look this way, that's just a mountain peak. I don't need to go there, but I do need some marble. So I'm gonna, I think, what would be the closest? Probably over here, I think. What would be a good marker for that? White marble. There we go. And we are gonna make this the location to follow so it's easier. Well, thank you for sharing the live. Hopefully your weekends are starting off nice. We had a nice dinner out with the family tonight, and then the kids were up a little too late, but now that they are in bed, it is time to rest and relax. Here is my base in progress. Now that I have my full adamantite gear, I am feeling very emboldened to apparently get stuck on lily pads to actually build up the base. The thing that was stopping me before is the amount of pickaxes. Yeah, we had a lot of fun. It was a little loud out in the restaurant, though. For some reason, there was like a special fish weekend deal or something, and so there was more people there than normal, and it just got a little overwhelming, but not too terrible. The food was fantastic. All right, we are, you know what, I am going to store my horse back at base for now. And to do that, I employ my little trick of temple base. Come back here and whoomp, there he goes. Now he's safe. He will not wander off on me, and he will be waiting for me back at the base whenever I need him again. So I figured out the pocket stable last stream, and I really enjoy it. I need a whole bunch of marble, and this is exactly where I need to get it. It is very convenient. I had lost 3 or 4 horses previous to this because they had wandered off. They had wandered into the path of me fighting a bear, and so I hit them once, and then they hated me afterwards. It was very sad. They wouldn't even take a carrot afterwards. I was quite annoyed by that. But I've learned my lesson, and now I make sure to stable my horse every single time I leave them somewhere. And now that I've got teleporters, I can just stable them back at base and never have to worry about it. And honestly, if I'm smart about it and I want to actually have like a horse stable area, if I build something like that, I think it would be fun to have a teleporter right in the stables, and then that'll just be my special stable teleporter. I think that would be cool. Because then he's not sitting in my, you know, living space, walking all over the benches and stuff. I have aspirations. One of the reasons I wanted to do the live streaming was to kind of make it so I could actually learn to build more creatively and aesthetically. Because when I build only for myself, I find that I build entirely based off of utility, right? So what's going to make my life easier? And I don't care how it looks. I did that with Minecraft. I did that with my first world in here. And then I started kind of experimenting a little bit in my first world with turning the temple into kind of like a renovation project, right? So that's effectively what I'm planning to do, but I just need to kind of get there first. And I just noticed one thing. I need to hop over to my thing here. 1 second, please. Just a little bit of technical issues that appears to be... Let me see if I can fix that real quick. If I do this and then do that, maybe that will work. We shall see. Okay, I'm back. I do like the methodical way to gather stuff in this game with the pickaxe. It is a nice, satisfying, just, I don't know, just the sound and the repetitiveness of it really tickles that ASMR portion of my brain, I guess. Are there RPG aspects to Hytale? There are, but they're not fully implemented yet. They do have a quest system outlined in the game itself, and for whatever reason, it's just not really implemented yet. The main draw of the game is going to be the adventuring mode. And in the adventuring mode, it's like full RPG effectively, right? There's going to be a whole storyline, all that sort of stuff. It should be a lot of fun, but also building and whatnot. So there should be a lot to do when it comes to that. I just realized I've been getting chalk this whole time. I thought this was all marble. Oh no. It's all chalk. I mean, chalk's fine. But I need marble. I think that's down there. Are you marble? You are. Okay. Back to square one. It's fine. Chalk is fine. Yeah, I'm really excited for the quest system. I'm really happy that the devs are kind of taking the time a little bit and getting the underlying systems finished first. But I would love to have a rudimentary quest system enabled at some point, or at the very least, like the workbenches require certain upgrades. It would be really nice to have like a quest tracker for the stuff that you need for those upgrades, so you don't have to constantly go back to your workbenches and figure out, well, what do I need for this next upgrade? Am I forgetting anything while you're out and about, right? So another one of the reasons I love playing in pre-release for games like this is they have a feedback form, and I've been very liberal in my use of suggesting things for the developers and submitting bug reports and all that sort of stuff. And it's cool to see some of the stuff that I found. I don't know if I'm the only person that found it or multiple people have found it, but a lot of it has gotten fixed. So either they are listening to me or so many people are submitting bug reports for the same thing and they're just listening to all that. Either way, it's fine. Oh yeah, it is very appreciated as a developer. And I'm noticing, I said on, before I joined, I've got some technical difficulties. And it seems like the technical difficulties are plaguing me in the chat area in my live stream. So I'm noticing that my live chat on the stream itself is currently blank. So I'm hoping not to miss anything from anybody. Speaking of RPGs, have you heard the book Dungeon Crawler Carl? I think I've heard it by name. What is that? If I like RPGs, I'll love this series. I am intrigued. I do love RPGs. I also run a tabletop role-playing game podcast called Character Creation Cast, where we explore different role-playing games through the lens of character creation every month. Currently on hiatus due to personal real-life issues between my wife, or my life and my co-host's life. But yeah, I love RPGs. I love learning about RPGs, and that love extends to video games and anything tangentially related to RPGs. Yeah, I'd be very curious about that. I know my my daughter had gotten a graphic novel that was about these cute animal adventurers in like a D&D sort of world or something like that. She really enjoyed that. But I think it was just one book of the series so far, and she was wanting to read more, and I'm like, that's all they got. We'll keep an eye out for it. I do not remember the name of it though. But wonderful art. Hey Gabriel, welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Good start to the weekend. We are talking about RPGs as I mine all this marble. Lit RPGs are so much fun. This is my first one, and I'm on book 4 already. Fantastic. I've been currently reading the Locked Tomb series. My co-host on Character Creation Cast, she is the necromancer to my magical girl nonsense. And she highly recommended the series, and we're actually working on a role-playing game that the whole core idea is a blend of magical girls and necromancers is the type of characters you play in the game. So to get more well-versed on her subject matter, I started reading what is it, Gideon the Ninth, and now I am on the 3rd book. Only at the beginning of it, but it is a fantastic series. The writing is surprising and like, I don't know, the mystery that that the author is able to kind of showcase throughout the whole series is absolutely breathtaking. Like the twists and turns that showcase like everything that you learn about the series at the end of each of the books, that you in hindsight then think, well, all of this makes so much more sense now. That just is a phenomenal sense when you get to that. And I experience that sort of thrill with like a lot of the murder mystery stuff out there, right? Like what is it, the Knives Out series of movies were fantastic because it was all the twists and turns. You go back a few decades and the more humorous version of that would be Clue. But like I'm a huge sucker for those sorts of storytellings, and for somehow she's been able to write these in a way that has made it so like each book was extraordinarily unique, from not only like the story that it was telling, but how the story was being told, which thoroughly impressed me. There we go. I think that's enough for now. I do have a lot of marble also back at base, but I think that's good for now. Now, I can get to my teleporter and just head right back there. There we go. Let's see if my horse is in here. Hey. Come on. Gotta lead it out the door with the carrot, otherwise I will bonk my head on the door frame. Yeah, absolutely. I love that series very much so far. Definitely a lot more mature than a lot of the books that I usually get myself into. I like a lot of the epic fantasy and whatnot. And this one is a mystery, epic fantasy, epic sci-fi, necromancer, lesbians in space, I guess. But like, it's not a romance, but it is at the same time. I don't. It's so hard to explain, but it is phenomenal. That is not the button I wanted to hit. There we go. Okay, first things first. We're gonna make a batch of 3 of these, and we're gonna come over here and finally craft me a healing totem. So this healing totem, you throw it and it heals you. Sometimes I sound like a babbling toddler explaining these books. Yeah, no, I understand that very much. Especially like when you get a series that's like, you can't really explain much, because if you do, it'll start spoiling things. I don't know why my totem is not healing me. It's supposed to heal me. I think it's bugged. Why is it bugged? Why are you not working? I just wanted to restore my health. Okay. Well, it was fantastic having you stop by, Caroline. Hopefully I can see you again sometime. But have a good night and have a good rest. I'm going to submit a bug report. All right, take care. Bug report. Game. Healing totem does not seem to be healing. screenshot. And we'll go ahead and get this one in here and submit it. There we go. And now that that is there, I want to see what is going on with this. I might need to break that there and start it back up again. We'll get this kind of in there as well. I'll see if I can get that working again, because it would be sad if folks could not see what is being talked about. I have joined. Yes, I have. Okay. I'm just gonna testing out my chat thing. What is it called? Hey, Eskimo Pies, welcome. Good to have you here. I am trying to fix a technical difficulty on the stream itself. My chat thing is not chatting, and I don't know why. So I'm just kind of looking through my settings real quick to see if there's anything that I can fix. Maybe if I turn off that, turn it back on. Check 1, check 2. Oh, hey, we're back. We're back in action. Oh, fantastic. That makes me happy. Check 1, check 2. It came through. Perfect. So, yeah, now I can actually think again. So thank you for sticking with me while I used my old brain to fix that technical issue. I can hear you, my lord. Yes, excellent. So I just got this healing totem, and turns out it is not healing, or at least it wasn't. I don't know if it's, yeah, it's supposed to heal me. It healed me in the last version, so I submitted the bug report thinking maybe that'll fix it. But for now, I'll store it in my backpack, and we'll just say, hey, it'll get fixed. I'm not going to worry too much about it. All right, so now it is getting down to business time, restoring this temple. We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of marble, and we've got a lot of marble to clean up. So I'm going to start, maybe not with my horses. I'll leave that stable there until I can clear out a nice little area for them. But for now, I want to clear out this area so I can build these bridges back up to their former glory. Because this will allow me to access the towers easily. And it will allow me to have kind of a lookout from all three angles, all three sides of the base, as I need. I'm also thinking, I love the towers, right? I love the design of the towers, but I was thinking about taking them and building them higher, like maybe twice as high, the same sort of feel to the tower themselves, but just bigger. And then having like ladders or something go to the top. Because I want to be able to see them from far away. And I want to be able to climb them and see far away at the same time. I think that would be a nice little touch. A lot of weird blocks in here. A lot of half slabs and whatnot. Okay. I'm just trying to clear out all of the mess so I can have as much material as I can for that huge project. All right. This goes down quite a ways. My goodness. I am occasionally breaking more than I need. And for some reason, my pickaxe is just not liking all the work I'm putting it through. There we go. One more layer here. I know there's a lot of tunnels underneath here as well, so we'll see if I get knocked down into a tunnel. Nope, we finally hit the bottom. Perfect. But it's nice. I do get a lot of materials out of this, so I can't complain too terribly much. Just want to be able to grab as much as I can and then slowly make my way back up by pillaring-ish. There we go. So the easy way to pillar, 1, 2, 3, 4, jump. And we grab more of it. There we go. And I think I can use a couple of these instead. All right, I want to be able to be above, or have them right above me. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. So let's see, grab that. And then there we go. Oh no, I broke it again. That's twice. It feels like the pickaxe has less than I am used to. I am used to the pickaxe lasting quite a bit longer. We'll see how it all works out. It's fine. I grab some more scaffolding material here. I'll be able to make some platforms in here in case I ever accidentally break through the ground. I want to be able to not fall to my death on accident. All right. Did I lose some down there? I did. I can go get that quick. There we go. And I missed my jump. There we go. Okay, so I want to be able to make a little platform here. It's just so I don't die in case things go south. 3, 4. Pillar up. 2, 3, 4. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4. And we'll grab these while we're at it. Perfect. Now I can make my way up. And all of that marble is mine to use. 2, 3, 4. I really like the block placement preview that this game has. Pretty fantastic, if you ask me. Okay, so now we got a little bit of a hole that we need to fill in, but I'm curious, like this rock formation I think needs to go. We have a nice little pond over here. I like that. I haven't really checked out behind my place here too terribly much. I do have a nice little pond. We do have this nice forest back here. So I think we're going to keep as much of that as we can. And then we got the 3 towers and this river coming through, which is the main draw of this area for me. Really love that river. And then we have, let's see, a lot of field space over here. I think we could easily convert that into farmland. So that's going to be kind of my goal later. Do have a few of these beaches around here. I think that's just sandstone. So nothing too big to worry about. If I turned this into a huge project later, it would be neat to have kind of like a road coming to a small village on this island. So that's kind of on the horizon quite a bit. Got a warp there. I don't need this here. I can remove this marker. Where else do I have? I think we're good otherwise. So for now, let's go get our building hammer. I don't think I have it on me at all. Do not. Excuse me, Mr. Fox. You're fine. I just need to go the correct way to get to my base. It's over here. Okay. All right, building workbench. That's one thing we need. We're gonna need a bunch of marble bricks. So we're just gonna grab 100 of those for now. We got multiple hundred over here already. And then we have a, where is it? Is it in here? No. Is it in here? No. Give me all of these though. What else? Don't think I have anything else in there I need to worry about. This is all wood. This all needs to come into my inventory. That's extra teleporters I don't need. Nothing in there. I am finding all sorts of places that I have marble laying around in my base. Even more. Look at that. What else we got? Maybe I had to have made a hammer at some point. I know I did. Right? Wow, I'm losing my mind here. I'm just gonna make a new one. Because that's really silly. Iron Builder's Hammer is exactly what we need. I've got plenty for it, so even if I already have one, I don't need to worry about having a second one. Okay, so outside of that, don't think I need my crossbow for now. I'll put that in there. I'll keep the water bucket just for funsies. This can go up here. Hatchet can... No, I'm going to need the hatchet as well. And just a few things of the marble can go down here. And the rest we'll just kind of hold on to. It will be okay. Okay, so I think this wall needs to come out eventually. We're going to need to kind of build up a bit more. I think if I come up here, I can start my renovation up here, honestly. So we're going to kind of see what sort of old, decrepit bricks we can get rid of. I want them all to be nice and new looking. So that is what we're going to do. Even the ones we can't see. Because why not? This needs to get filled in there. to grab some more of this. There we go. That one. And this is going to be a bridge of stuff that we need to fill back in. So I'm going to leave it for now, and we'll get it from the bottom. There we go. All right. And I am very rusty at actually just building stuff, but it doesn't mean I can't do it. And this is the beauty of this game, is you can just try things and see how it turns out. Oops, didn't mean to do that. And then hit that once and it turns into another one. Oops. Okay, and my mouse had gotten stuck again. I don't know why it does that from time to time. I don't know if it's the game. I don't know if it's my mouse. I'm not going to worry too terribly much about it, though. It did knock down things I didn't want it to knock down, so that's all right, though. Like Bob Ross always used to say, sometimes it's a happy little accident. Adds a little bit more character. But we're not exactly looking for that sort of character right now. We want to have a nice, uniform-looking archway. We've got this filled up with dirt, so I might have to clear some of that dirt out to give it a little bit more pronounced of a feel down there. These trees, I do love them. I don't think this one for sure needs to move. It's not really going to move, it's just going to get broken. This was an experiment to see if there was anything wrong with the trees or if anything was hindering them, and I think that tree was being hindered by the ones above it, which was preventing it from growing. I do need some dirt, though, so I'm going to go grab some of that. Where is my dirt? I think I saw some in there. There we go. We'll use that. I want to fill in this little place down here that I accidentally made the other day. Trying to figure out trees. And then that grass should spread to those 2 blocks without any problems. Down here as well, you don't need that deep of a foundation, although in real life I'm sure you would want a deeper foundation to hold the structures up. We are not worried about realism at this point right now. Let's see. Much like a pickaxe, breaking a block of dirt is much faster than a shovel. Okay, so there was... Where are we at? I think we're in the middle here, so I do want to mark those off. And then we can take inspiration from this, right? To see, well, how far up do we really need to go? Oh, that fox. I think we just need to build up to here. So we're going to do that. It's not too bad. They're really hard to reach, though. Okay. There we go. So now... Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button. 3, 4, 5. Okay, so this is just the bottom row. We need to clear up here. All of this stuff. This tree, certainly, at least these branches need to go. Not the whole tree, at least. We'll spare it. Okay, there we go. And then maybe over here. And then one more. Can't get up there quite yet. But I will. For now, I can climb up over here and come back. Yeah, this branch, I think, just needs to go. And maybe this one. Perfect. We'll keep the rest. And then I'm not sure if I'm going to need to come down here and dig out more of this dirt. Because one of the things I do want to do is make a tunnel through here. So I don't really need to fully rebuild this. I think I just need the edges. So I'm just going to build kind of a little side wall for now. And then we can knock this guy out of here. I had come up with a nice window pattern in my other world. So I think I'm going to also kind of get that implemented as well when I get out there. Which, the sad thing, now that I'm thinking about it, I am repairing the portal building? Yes, I am. I'm going to be turning the portal building into my main headquarters, and I'm going to fully renovate the whole thing. So we're rebuilding the bridges right now, and I am cutting a hole through here so I can have a kind of almost like a walkway, internal walkway with windows and whatnot. That will lead to this tower, and then I will build some stairs to get to the top of the tower. So that way I can go to the towers unimpeded or go into the towers unimpeded, and not have to worry about any enemies attacking me at all. Let's see, I think that's a good start there. And then I think I need, I don't know if it's 3 or 4. 3 is a decent sized hallway. That'll be the middle. Let me just make a 3x3 portal. That seems big enough. Okay, let me fix the edges here. Here we go. I'm thinking 3x3 might be big enough, but I also am thinking maybe make it even bigger. Maybe 3 wide and 4 tall. It'll make it a little bit more grandiose. I just come down that little bit. I will have to replace these floors with marble as well, but that's okay. I'm not opposed to that at all. Let's see where we hit in here. This is almost level. I guess that's a good point. Do I keep it level with that? I think I should. This is a really interesting temple compared to the other one that I had. The other temple that I had, the bridges started way up there. why are they starting way down here? Maybe my bridges are too low. They are. Yes, they are. Okay. I do want the bridges higher because I'll come over to this giant dome here. I want this top area to lead one stair down, and then that's almost the perfect straight path from the top to get over to the side there. And what that's going to allow me to do is have these tall bridges, right? Because these tall bridges are exactly what I need. Because the windows will be up higher, and with the windows up higher, I'll be able to kind of walk through the bridges and kind of see across the land as I go. So I am. This is my crafting space down here. I am in need of completely moving up this whole bridge. Okay. This whole thing had collapsed in centuries past, apparently. Thankfully, there's enough of a blueprint here to be able to kind of piece together what I think it would have looked like ages past. Just a lot of demolition in the meantime. Honestly, I can probably just take care of it from down here. In my last world, I had the thought, if I replace all the blocks in here with calcite, that would look pretty neat. Calcite is a slightly bluer hue compared to the white in this type of block, but they don't have windows. And I really wanted windows. So I am sticking with marble. It's a classic. It's what this thing was made out of, so might as well. Yeah, and if I use my axe for too long for some reason, it keeps on hitting. So I wonder if my mouse is dying or what. Is going on maybe 8 years old. It is a good mouse, it's just kind of old. This might be time to upgrade to the latest model, but for now I'm not going to worry too much about it. I'm wondering if I need to take out the rest of these blocks here, or if this is going to actually be at the perfect level for the base of what I need. But for now, I'm going to just take this top layer off here, and we'll kind of calculate things from the inside. In order to do that, I need to jump and not make it. What can I jump off of? Up here? There we go. This will be the entrance. Perfect. So yeah, it was like an extra block there, but I want it 2 blocks thick anyway. So I'm going to just start building here a little bit. That's not where I wanted you. I'm going to move these around a little bit. And pop that there. Used a lot of dirt already, apparently. My goodness. There we go. All right. I'll see what I need down there when I get to it. Okay, so if I came across here, this is my walkway. I get all these blocks while they're still floating around. This could be another entrance, honestly. I'll get that cleaned up later, though. Okay, now we can come back here. Let's kind of make our way across. Give ourselves a solid place to start. I want to be able to walk straight across on the bottom here. So all of this needs to go. Okay, we are getting to be nighttime here. I'm not too terribly worried. I'm on top of the structure here. I don't think any of those weird tentacle monster guys are going to be popping out right near the base here, but I guess I do have to keep an eye out for them just in case. This goes down a ways, I'm sure. I'll have to mine that out eventually. And here is perfect. That's what I need. And then we're just going to hit a 2-block path all the way through, because on the other end here we are going to be placing some windows, and then we're going to make it nice and symmetrical. But for now, this is just kind of the entrance to the tower, and we're going to have some blocks up here as well, kind of showing the top of the tower. All right, I'm going to need to get rid of these pillars as well, unfortunately. I can move them if I need to. It seems like I am full of stuff, so I'm going to need to fix that as well. For now, I'm going to I'm just thinking how much I need here. Is that good? I think that's fine. Okay. So we're going to be coming down here and getting rid of some of our supplies. I don't need that. Don't need the stairs. I'm going to get rid of some of this cobble. That will turn into viable marble later. All right. Marty, welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here. All right. So we are just plotting out the repairs for the temple here, so we can have a nice cozy and elegant place to stay. Repairing all of the stuff that is kind of in a bad state right now as well. Kind of going from there. Oops. Didn't mean to do that. There's one thing that I wish they would prevent is if you run out of blocks, I don't want it to automatically use a torch. That would be nice. Nice thing about having the bridge so close to the ground over here is I will be able to do a lot of repairs from the ground as well. For now. We'll just stick with what we know up here. Perfect. One last little row over here. Okay. Good. So now the next batch is this here. Now I think if I want, I'm going to need to raise the ceiling one more. So I want a little bit of a gap there. And, oh goodness. And I think I want that to be straight on. And this might get me to a good level there. Do you know the game? I guess it really depends. The people 974. I am old enough to know of the original The Game, and I am also know that I lost the game. So yes, one of the original memes before memes were memes. I don't know how us kids in those days actually had that. Yeah, thank you so much for that. You have done your duty to my generation. Thank you. I don't know how those sorts of memes before the internet became a thing, but you know, whatever. It's kind of how, I mean, it maybe pop culture, right? Because, I mean, I used to do Slug Bug with my brother when the Volkswagen Beetles were huge in the 80s. And I know some people are like, no, it was called Punch Buggy. But, you know, the fact that it was nationwide was pretty wild. So I'm thinking there was some sort of pop cultural media out there that probably showcased it, and that made it popular, and then everybody else was making it popular because of that. I don't know. Memes before memes, that's for sure. I'm just trying to see, is this the right level? This tower's up too high. It really is. Because honestly, where I should be is kind of at this level. And it's okay that the tower's up too high. I can build some stairs up to here, and that would look nice enough. Just gonna fill it out a little bit here. And put more of these back in. What else do I have? There we go. Is this 4 across? 5 across is what we need. We're going to be kind of going through this tree a little bit. Excuse me. Yes, you are in my way. I am so sorry. I'll get rid of this little piece because I really want to keep the tree itself. Do not need the little branches in my way. That's fine. Okay, where are we sitting at? 10:50. Looks like I have been streaming for a little over an hour at this point. I do want to get, at the very least, the shell of my bridge ready. And that's going to require all of this here. And while I am looking something up on my other monitor, let's take a look at the evening sky in that direction. Moon's directly over the tower, which is really nice. And I am liking the way that it looks. Looks like, where is my thing there? Wonderful. Everything seems to be working well now for my stuff. I had created a script that auto posts to Blue Sky and my Discord server when I go live. So I thought that was really neat, and I just got it working yesterday and today. So I am really proud of how that turned out. So maybe I'll showcase that sometime. Here we go. I will use chalk for the roof because that only makes sense. And we've got one more row, it looks like, over here to do. That's not what I wanted. So we're going to go and finish this row here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so we got the roof. We've got a little bit of a foundation here for the stairs. We'll put some stairs here and then up there. And it should look relatively nice. We'll wrap them around a little bit. And I think that'll look really interesting. And then here in the middle, for now, I will build up two because I want to get my first brazier to put out into the sun or into the tower. So I'm just going to come back down here, fall down a bit. I guess I can close my front door. And we need to get to my furniture workbench for the light temple. Oh, gosh, azure petals. Why? I mean, I guess I'm going to have to, right? Okay. So we are going to take care of that, but I need to convert a bunch of this to marble. Now I have actual marble for the recipe. And then I need to grab azure mushroom caps. Grab a bunch of those. And now we are going to break them. Unfortunately. I mean, they needed to be broken anyway. I probably should have remembered that it required these sorts of things. But if we get super lucky, we will get a recipe from just breaking these. And breaking them with the axe, I can. Perfect. Get quite a few petals at least. How many did they give us? 25? Sure, that'll last us a little while. 26 altogether. All right, we have lights, people. Those are expensive lights. I just need 3 of the braziers for now. And then we'll get to the rest of it later. I'm gonna have to make a bunch of those lanterns as well. But for now, let's light the towers of Gondor. Shazam. Now, I can turn off my lights. We've got a beautiful tower lit up in the distance. And that's going to look really nice later on. Especially when I'm going to add another level with a ladder up to it. We're going to go above the temple, add a whole nother floor, I think. And then that floor will be entirely internal floor with walls and stuff, kind of like the floor beneath it. And then we are going to build one more top of the spire, kind of like a lookout spire, I think. And we'll see how that kind of all works out. And I think it being that high, it'll really make this pop. It'll be a little bit more unique compared to anybody else's structures in the game that are working on rebuilding their, their origin temples. And then it'll give me a chance to really kind of work on my creativity a little bit. Right now I'm just getting rid of the moss up here, clearing that away. And then honestly, I am going to also take care of this real quick. We have a lot of dirt, a lot of just wood piled up here. Get that all down. There we go. Just get all this dirt out of the way. And we'll replace it with some calcite. We'll get rid of this stuff as well. And where is my calcite? Not calcite. I am sorry. Chalk. That's the words that I needed. Okay. And before I forget where blocks were, I need to place some of this chalk down. There we go. I think this is about where I need it. What else we got over here? I can get rid of these things. There we go. A lot of trees in this area growing into the structure. That's not where I wanted that. Get that out of here. I'm wondering if I also break that one. Yep. I'm going to get these also replaced down here. Into the little nooks and crannies if I can. There we go. Okay, and then this needs symmetry. 2, 3, 4, 5, I think. And we will knock these out. Replace them. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. And then one more here. And then the corners. This needs to go. I'll get these replaced as well. 1, 2, 3, 4. How's it looking here? 2, 3. Is it? We've got a whole M shape that we're missing down here. What else are we missing? I think that's it. 1, 2, 3, 4. That should be fine. Okay. So now that I'm done with all of that little part there, I need to understand where my middles are. This is in the middle. So is this. So if those are next to each other, it'd be right here and then right here. And then one more right here. Is that what I want? I don't know yet. Okay. Just build that up. And then we're going to need to open this floor a little bit. Because again, symmetry is nice. There we go. Get this stuff taken care of. And more chalk. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more over here. 5. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Perfect. And then I want to make a little gazebo-like thing up here. I don't know. The chalk is just this, so I can't make it more decorative. I think that should be okay for now. I want to get some stairs. I need some marble stairs. Oh, all this stuff down here that fell. My goodness, who lives in this mess? Hey, my golem's gone for good. Huzzah! So I did the trick where the golem spawn point is like right around here. I dug 5 down. It's been more than a couple of days. And now once I fill this back in, that golem should no longer spawn within this temple. And this whole lower area, I can completely revamp and completely live in. I think I can even maybe move all of my stuff down there. I think that'd be nice. I could even have like a subterranean stables down here. A library. I'm seeing a library down here. I think that would be nice. I'm curious, like, if we can get any openings out into maybe the water or something like that, and have almost like a, you know, an underground view of the water. There's no glass in the game yet, no glass blocks, but I think that could be an interesting. I could even, because I think it's right underneath here somewhere, right? I could even let some of the water come from above and fall into one of the pools. That could be neat. However, also could be dangerous because mobs could fall in. I have to double check because I think stairs are waterloggable. So if I have a stair that's sideways on the wall, that hole that it leaves might let water through. We'll have to test that out. Either way, I'm excited for that. I'm going to have to find more of those doors too. But here I am getting sidetracked once again. So I am going to make... What do we need? Not this one. I need... We'll go with half of these. And we are going to just grab 50 stairs. Because I'm going to need them eventually. Grab 50 more here, even though I had a 50 block there. Do I need pillars? Yeah, I think I do. I've got 2 already. So I need 4 and then 4 more for now. And then I don't think I need the pillars. Yeah, I should do pillars on the sides. We'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 2 up, 4 tall. Okay. And what should be on top? I could go with an actual roof. I could go with... That's hard. Do I want smooth half bricks, half slabs? Do I want a roof? Marble brick roof. I'll hold off on the roof for now. For now, I want to be able to get the base structure down of this little gazebo that I'm making up here. And I think I can start with these. And we're going to pillar up 2. And then once I am able to, let's see, I'll just use these for now. I can come up here and rotate that upside down. Perfect. Okay, and then I will repeat that around. I don't think I need to exactly do that for now. Okay. And then inside here, I need my chalk available. I want to be able to have it be just kind of like a plus there. I want to say maybe I should make this taller. Just a little bit taller. I think I will. Basically, what I'm making here is a hole in the roof. So any of the smoke, quote unquote, from my campfire or my furnaces will come up and rise through here. I mean, it doesn't really do that in the game, but we're using our imaginations here, right? And I think that will look nice enough. I just need to get my bearings a little bit and figure out exactly how I want it up there. For now, I think that's okay. I think I can take, let's see, one of these. Do I want that across? Like that. These ones you can't do anything with, which is unfortunate. We also have stairs. And honestly, I could go that route. Or I could go like this. What do we think? I think I like them straight on better. Honestly, what I can do then is around the pillars do that. I think that looks slick. Okay, I do like that. 1, 2, 3, and then corner it and corner this one as well. And we'll also come over here and do the same thing. There we go. Okay, and I'm not liking the height of these at all. I think I need them taller. How much taller? I don't know. Maybe 2 more pillars per thing. I think that'd be fine. Break some physics here, and do I take the quick way down? I don't think so. My healing totem is broken, so let's see if, excuse me, let's see if it works now. It seems to heal like a little bit. I got 141 now. Let's see what happens when I hit it again. It gives me 2. That's not supposed to happen. is supposed to be a heal over time. See, it's giving me that symbol in the corner. It says I'm healing. If you see but down by my torch, it does have that, hey, you should be healing icon, but it's broken. Now I'm curious if I go in and out of the circle. It does work a little bit. That's really weird. I can't wait for them to fix that, because this is effectively useless at this point. Okay, outside of that, we need more stairs here as well. I think I'll just go full on, maybe. And honestly, that probably looks nicer. Whoops. That's not the one I wanted to break. This is the one I wanted to break. There we go. I'm curious, if I do this and this, does it create... Okay, it does. Perfect. Maybe I just do that all around. If I put one... I doubt it does. Okay, it looks nice there. And then what if I put one here? Okay. I'll do that. I think. Let me make my way all the way around first, though. Okay. Break that. Don't make me. I don't know exactly what I'm doing right now. I am just 2, 3, 4. It should be going out here. And like that. Maybe that looks okay. I'll have to see kind of how it looks from the bottom. But so far I'm not hating it. So we'll see how that goes when we get more in there. And then here is going to be, I don't know exactly if I should do like a... I'm thinking, because I want to be able to maybe come up here even and utilize this space. So I don't know if having a hole is the greatest thing, but I do love having the ability to see the stars from inside here. So I want to be able to see the stars. Maybe I don't make this little gazebo that I'm planning up here to be usable, but we'll see how it goes. I think for now, it is late. It is Friday. My hands are itching like mad for some reason. For some reason, my eczema is flaring up. And I was only planning to be on for about 90 minutes, and we are a little bit past that point right now. So I think this will be a great place to stop. I am carrying a block. Maybe I'll go with the hammer, because that's what we're working on. Building my temple and making it look nice. So, thank you everybody for joining. Hopefully you have enjoyed your time here. If you have stopped in for a little bit, or if you stuck around for a little bit, I am always happy to see you here. For the folks that I had some good conversations with earlier, wonderful to have you in the stream, and I hope to see you all again. So have a good rest of your night. Have a good weekend if I don't see you again, and take care, everybody. Much love to you all, and I am done. Time to stop my live and have a good night.